This week on Sundays with Sully, we are talking Fusion Stereo, we are talking software, and why you're going to want to make sure you do the most recent update from July 1st to resolve a lot of headaches and problems we've been seeing in the Fusion Stereo. Let's go check it out, guys. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Sundays with Sully. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't done so yet and you're watching these videos, you already know the spiel, but if you're new here, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below on YouTube at Navtronics to stay up to date and in the know, the latest happenings in the marine industry, tech, tip, and trends, and also some of our more killer builds we've got in the works. All right. Well, like I said in the intro, guys, this week we are talking Fusion Stereos and Fusion Stereo software. Now, a lot of you guys now have this great, very robust Fusion Apollo product line of stereos. It's a really great stereo. Somewhere along the line, there was a glitch in the matrix, guys. We were seeing it just drop Bluetooth audio. And if you were listening to FM, or you had the FM antenna hooked up and you were choosing stations over 100 in the frequency, we were seeing it doing all kinds of weird, glitchy things. This new software update released on July 1st of 2024 is going to resolve a lot of those problems. And it's also going to allow us to do future software updates via the MFD when you're doing all of your other software updates on your network. So we're really looking forward to that, so we don't have to do a separate software download for it. So what do you do, guys? You can do it if you have an Apollo 770 that has Wi-Fi, that has Apple Play. You can do it via your phone and just do everything via the app. It'll walk you right through it as long as you are connected to it wirelessly. We're not talking about that. We're going to talk about doing it how we do it here in-house, and that's via the USB on the back of the unit. That's going to apply to our 770. That's also going to apply down to our smaller units as well in that series. So what we're going to do, guys, here is we go ahead. I've got my handy-dandy display. Spin this thing around a little bit. This is the back side of these units right here. And on these back sides, you're going to notice we have a USB drive on both of them. That is how we are going to drop our software into the units. I've already gone to the Fusion Garmin website, and right there, if you go to it, you can download the software right there for your unit. It downloads it as a zip file. You extract the Garmin folder out of it, and you put it on a little handy-dandy thumb drive here. So we go ahead, we take it to our thumb drive, and we slide that guy right in there. Now it is in the unit. Now, nothing has changed on the front side of this. It doesn't automatically go ahead and do those software updates. We actually have to go through the menus and prompt it to do that. So in this case, we go over here to our little hamburger menu, and it's going to come up, and we're going to go down here into Settings, and then we're going to scroll on down here, and it says Update. We select Update, and it's going to ask, what do we want to update? Well, obviously, in this case, we want to update the stereo. And it's going to ask us, are we sure? Yeah, we're sure. We want to do this. It's going to go through, and now we're going to get our updating screen here. So we're going to go ahead. This is actually an older display here. This was like, I don't know, probably 5 versions back in software. So it might take a little extra time here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to push this software update through here. And we're going to get our bar graph like we just mentioned. And then it's going to go through and write it to the stereo. It's going to take a little bit of time, so I'm going to go ahead and speed this video up right here as this goes through and does its thing. Lay down. All right, so now that has done and gone through and loaded in, we're going to get our startup screen. It's going to go through the process now of getting everything loaded into it, and this is going to be a very familiar screen for all of you if you have the Apollo line of stereos, and it's going to go through. This is normal, guys. This little gear icon, the first time you see it, you're like, oh crap, what did I do? That's normal. It's now working behind the scenes. It is loading that software into the unit. So go ahead and give this another bit of little speed up time here as this writes itself into the network.
Much later.
All right, now the green gear icon is gone, and now we are getting our Apollo startup screen here again with the new splash screen with the Garmin and the DSP and Fusion, scanning for your app and all that stuff. And this is going to go ahead and do its load up process. And that's it. That's really all there is to doing a software update on here. Now again, it's not necessary all the time to do the latest and greatest software updates. You're going to go onto that page where you downloaded the software for, and it's going to tell you what those updates are and what is available on that one. And if they don't apply to you guys when it comes to the stereo, don't have to do it. But in this particular case, we are seeing a lot of drop Bluetooth. We are seeing a lot of FM receiver issues where the stereo is just glitching out. This is taking care of that problem. Now look here, as we talked about it, guys, it's on the gear. Now we've downloaded it, we've updated it, it's going to reboot it again. This is all part of that process for it. So that's it. That's it. That's this week's Sundays with Sully, guys. It's kind of short, kind of sweet, to the point. Hopefully you learned a little bit of something there. And if you sticked around this long, that means you're probably interested in the channel and what we're talking about here. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a dime. It helps us out a ton. And actually, I don't know what we've got in store for you guys next week. We are ramping up for the Newport Boat Show. If there's anything you'd like to see us bring to the Newport Boat Show this fall, leave it down below in the comments, and we'll see what we can do to get that display all set up and dialed in, because we are looking forward to seeing you guys. I think it's Tent D, same spot we were last year. It's like booth 32 or 33. It's right next to Garmin. You guys will see us there. And that's it. That's this week's Sundays with Sully. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week with something cool. Peace.